Man, everyone's watching this is a thing I'm closeted now. Feels good, man.
All right. Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Peanut Brain, a podcast run by two just really dumb friends. As always, I'm Chris,
I'm Alex.
and every time we record a podcast episode, my hair just gets longer and longer, and it's never going to
My
stop.
hair gets my hair gets shorter.
I really actually want to get a haircut, but
So no man bun.
no. Like the whole reason I decided to grow out my hair is because I want to do the man bun at least just once.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I get that man bun done, back to normal hair, normal short hair Chris.
Okay.
Because I don't know, short hair is just so convenient. It's like never in your eyes. Like every time I finish taking a shower now, I just I'll towel dry my hair and just like hair all in my eyes. I'm like, what am I doing?
I think it looks better. Short hair
Short hair. It
in
looks.
general.
It's easier to make it look
Well,
cleaner.
yeah, it's clean. I guess sometimes I wish I had like a long, like semi-longer hair for like that, like, I don't know, messy look, but at the same time it's like I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, it's like if I want to go out and not look like a bum, I have to for sure do my hair like every day. But fortunately, I don't have to go outside every day, so
Yeah.
I can just look like a bum at home. But anyway, on to today's main topic of the video. Uh, Alex and I, we dove off the deep end, all right. We decided we're gonna dip our toes, and I mean by dip our toes, I mean we plunged headfirst into the furry community, and we decided to make our own fursonas. Which nothing against
Yeah.
furries and their fursonas, but this just wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah, no shades to the furry community. Y'all keep doing what y'all do, but this was probably not the proudest thing I've done, but
This was a testament to my willpower and focus.
sir.
So what Alex and I did is we made our original persona. We came up with like a little backstory, and I guess we gave them a little bit of a personality. And I guess I'll share first. All right. So,
Go
ladies
for
and
it.
gents, if you would direct your attention to the screen, you'll see somewhere on the screen my new persona. Boom, right there. So as you can see, bro, I can't. I'm looking at him and I'm just like, what did I create? But he's he's a purple and yellow raccoon, and bro, I literally cannot right now. I'd rather have people see a porn history on my computer than see that I searched up on how to make a persona. That's how cringe this was for me.
Dude, just take it in, man. Next thing you know, we're gonna like actually make fursuits.
Dude, it's gonna be like the 50th episode. We're just gonna do the whole podcast in the fucking fursuit. Dude, that, oh my
You
god.
know, that'd be a really good meme.
This
In
started off
that,
as a meme, right? This whole idea of making personas started off as a meme, but it slowly went downhill, and now we're just at the bottom of the lake.
yeah. If maybe if you have a big following for some episodes, especially, I don't know, man. I don't want to throw down money on a fursuit though.
I honestly I don't want either. But okay, getting back to my character, as you can see, this purple and yellow raccoon, his name is Danny Malloy. Okay, for his backstory, he grew up in a not so nice neighborhood, pretty rough around the edges, and by rough, pretty rough around the edges. So he didn't grow up in a nice place. So he likes money. Like he really likes money. Like he'll do anything for money. And for how witty and smart he can be, he likes to downplay it and act humble. And he likes to act he's dumb, right? So you let your guard down. So in like the hood, he's like, no need to mess with me. I'm just a dumb little raccoon. But when you turn around, boom, shank in the back. Anyways, he will not hesitate to lie, cheat, or do whatever to get ahead of others. And he really dislikes olives for whatever reason. And he also dislikes working hard. So, he's got a little bit of a lazy side to him. So as they say, work smarter, not harder. You
I'm
don't even
thinking
know
of
where
a
to start,
raccoon.
right?
I don't even know what to start, bro. I was just thinking of a raccoon just shaking, dude.
And I spent way too much time in paint drawing this guy, so I pretty much just Googled raccoon persona and like looked for like a decent one that I thought wasn't too hard to draw, and I kind of like used it as a heavy reference to draw this guy. So as you can see, he's wearing like a gray cap backwards. He's got some yellow J's, actually yellow Adidas, cuff jeans, and just a plain blue shirt. So nothing too special.
I searched a raccoon persona, and then it came up with Sly. I forgot about that game.
Oh, Sly
Sly
Cooper.
Cooper. Yeah, yeah. Okay, enough of googling. All right.
But honestly, why I chose a raccoon? No particular reason. I was just searching up like what to do when making a persona. Like first you pick your species, and you're like listing off a bunch of popular ones like dragons, foxes, dogs, whatever. And then like you can even be a raccoon, aka the trash panda. And you're like, you know what? I like trash panda. I'm kind of trashy. I like pandas. Raccoon it is. So why did I choose purple and yellow? I don't know. I think okay. So actually, if I'm being completely truthful, there's this VTuber who recently retired, and like she kind of like a purple and yellow color scheme going. So I was like, you know what? Since that's the first thing that came off the top of my mind, you're now gonna be a purple and yellow raccoon.
You've also died you've also been in the deep end of VTubing.
Oh yeah. I know I mentioned
I,
this with the on the episode with Tommy, but those
I
of
feel like
you
this
who've hung out with me the past year, at the beginning of the year, you have heard me say, you know, guys, I don't really understand VTubers. I don't get it. And then, like I said, one day you just see a clip and you're just like, oh, what's the harm, bro? Just watch it. And then you watch it and then you're like, oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And next thing you know, you're watching like 3 hour VODs and it's just down the rabbit hole from there. I don't know what to say.
I feel like the longer this podcast, like our podcast goes on, the more rabbit hole we'll end up under. They'll just be like, how why are we here?
I feel like now that we're more comfortable with podcasting, we're like more open just to being like our like degenerate cancer selves.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I'm
if you go back to like the first episode and watch that, we're like trying to act as normal as possible.
here we are making personas, bro.
Now here we are, Fursonas.
What is this, episode 15? Oh wait, no.
16.
16, okay.
Yeah. I'm starting to like lose track of like what we're actually supposed to do. But to be honest, I think there's more on brand for us than like
Yeah, yeah.
our first few episodes where we just talk about like normal stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you know,
No,
Peanut Brain, we're supposed to be dumb together. This is peak meme us.
this is really like blindsided. So
Dude, I don't even know how I came up with this idea. I just remember like a week or two ago, I hit up Alex in the DMs. I was like, yo, what if our next episode of the podcast we made personas? I actually don't remember the context behind like why I came up with this idea, but it just hit me. I'm just like, we have to do it now. It's so meme, it's so troll, and it's the running joke of how Alex is a furry, but like low key actually
yeah,
is.
yeah. I I I think okay, I think this episode's going to fucking reinforce that fact because fuck me. But yeah. I think you first kind of said it jokingly, and I was like, yeah, no, let's do it. Like it's so stupid. I completely agree with making a persona.
It's okay.
Catching wearing tails.
Dude, is that a plugin though?
The plugin?
Yeah,
For what?
tail.
Tail what?
Some tails are you plug it in.
Oh, that's like that plugin. Oh shit. No. Not that kind, bro. Nothing goes there. Nothing goes inside.
Nothing goes-
I was,
not even the sun.
I was thinking of the clip-ons.
The clip-ons. I don't know, man. Yeah, I was wondering how hardcore you wanted to be.
I ain't that kinky, bro.
But yeah, he kind of looks like a. I know you mentioned this earlier, but he does kind of look like a regular show character. Like
Yeah.
he looks kind of derpy. Kind of. I like I said, I spent way too much time in paint to try to make this look like pretty decent. And you know, if I give myself the credit, I'll say it's like pretty. It looks pretty good for someone drawing in paint with a mouse.
I was actually pretty impressed because I didn't have time to make a character, like draw one.
Yeah,
so,
but I also I heavily used another like fursona as like reference material. Like the pose is pretty similar. He wasn't okay in the reference material. His hands were kind of like the sneaky hands.
Oh, okay.
But for some reason, I want to try to do finger guns.
Finger guns are better.
But I don't know how to draw fucking hands. So this look really messed up hands.
No, it's okay. The thingies are okay.
I don't know. I just felt like finger guns would fit his personality.
Yeah.
Where he's like trying to act dumb, but just try to be funny, but also kind of dumb at the same time. I spent more time doing this than what I would liked.
How many hours did you spend on drawing that?
I think I spent like at least 30 minutes. No more than an hour, but at least 30 minutes. But yeah, You told me before the podcast is that you went a lot more hardcore than I did, so
Yeah.
I'm
So
kind of excited to see
yeah,
what's up.
no, it's so when Chris made it for he kind of made it meaty, but then I was like, I'm make a persona, dude.
I mean,
So I think
I try to be serious here, but
yeah.
I guess how it looks, it does kind of look memey.
Well, here, I guess mine in this sense is more generic. Yeah, mine is much more generic, super low key kind of wah patty, which is kind of cringe. And then also I think one of my cousins, he was actually like a brony for a period of time.
Oh,
Yeah, so like
wait, dead ass. Wait, stop. No cap.
not not Captain
He was
dude.
a brony.
Yeah, not Captain Nipple. So I kind of know what how the community be. Also, when I was younger and I drew a lot, I ran into furry shit a lot for some reason because it's all over DeviantArt, even though I was trying to look for like landscape drawings. But
Oh, quick side note. I love how like there's the stigma of some of the best art is commissioned by like the furry community.
yeah, dude, like you become an art student, right? Like you want to make money, you just gotta
Yeah,
gotta
it's
sell
like the
yourself.
meme struggling art student and then like suspiciously wealthy furries like commissioning art.
Yeah, for real, dude. I think it's just like the same like in industry and work. It's like you could sell out or you could like work this other place and then like a furry like a artist being commissioning furry and brony artists. Like, but whatever makes the bills.
You gotta do what you
Uh,
gotta do.
all right, so I guess I'll go with my furry character, my fursona, which is really cringe. I'm probably gonna cringe as I'm talking about him, but yeah, on the screen, I mean, Chris will edit on there. I didn't have time to draw it, and this is a really like think of this more his color palette is like black and gray. Oh wait, more edgy, less ooh. Probably would be wearing a black hoodie. But yeah, no, he's my species I made it was a timberwolf because my high school mascot was a timberwolf. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I guess personality wise, he's edgy, of course. I was gonna mention
Always gotta be edgy.
yeah, he's probably got arm blades.
Blades.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got arm blades. He's terrible without arm blades.
His secret weapon's
Uh,
bladed tonfas.
he's a ninja.
He's a ninja.
Um, yeah, he's edgy, kind of shy, but like a little uwu, not too uwu, and then low key kind of fruity because everyone loves a fruity king.
Bro, I'm trying to drink water.
Dude, I told you, man. I made it for Sony, dude.
I appreciate you exploring other ends. We love our
Hell
fruity
yeah,
kings. Taste the rainbow, fruity pebbles. I'm pretty sure I mixed up two different brands there.
I think you did. Um, but yeah, his name is Leif, like Leif. But I also
Ooh.
like base this off of like Happy Thief Erickson days.
Oh, I love that reference.
So he's edgy, right? So his favorite bands were obviously Green Day and My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
And his favorite song is Boulevard of Broken Dreams. So I wrote it for I feel like this is a trademark of every furry that you can talk about their sexuality. So I made him bi because get the best of both worlds and
Okay.
Montana.
I can respect that.
Okay, and then backstory. So super Wattpad, low key. I didn't really flesh it out this much, but really generic. He's orphaned as a child, didn't know his family. That's why he's edgy. So he gets picked up by another family, right? He's crying in the wintry night because his family just dumped him somewhere. Gets picked up, but he always felt like an outcast here because he's that guy. He's just an unwanted guy. Pity pickup.
What's like that teenager thing? It's like other people just aren't like me.
Yeah, no, this is literally this guy. Oh yeah, because he was treated like an outcast within his family and at school because he never made an effort to make friends or anything. He spent a lot of his time just wandering around, just being lonely, being edgy, listening to his Green Day, listening to his Boulevard of Broken Dreams, getting lost in his thoughts. And then he's walking around. He meets some other person that's equally edgy, equally lost, equally an outcast, but they have their own like differences. I didn't flesh out this character. I didn't flesh out this other character, but yeah, they become friends. They have a lot of common. They become like whoosh, like super glue. And then, but they so at this point in time, right? They're going to different schools and shit. Like when they first see each other, but like they ended up moving, so they ended up going to the same high school.
Okay, wait. What if this other character was my persona?
Okay,
Would that not work?
no,
Okay.
no.
Never mind. Never mind. Scratch that. All right,
Yes,
sorry. Go on.
it doesn't work because they end up dating each other. But yeah, but because he's a Viking, like Viking, had to be fair
What the
to him.
fuck? That didn't make sense,
Uh,
but it was still funny.
but yeah, it's like some other dude because gotta have fan service in my Wattpad stories. But yeah, that's
Okay.
his backstory. That's his backstory. I wouldn't like it's super generic, but I think it's a furry backstory.
I didn't even know there was like a generic furry backstory, but go on.
Well, it's like a generic like I guess if I was super edgy in middle school, this character would exist, I guess. But yeah, that's my persona. He's just vibing.
He's just
He's got on his headphones, doesn't want to talk to anyone.
All right, what was your inspiration behind picking like wolf or like?
Okay. So okay, for Wolf mainly because of my high school mascot. It's just Timber Wolf.
Okay, so just
And then I was just like, I don't know what to pick. And then I guess with that, I went with like a lone wolf, like,
okay, yeah.
theme, and it just kind of like went from there. And then some of these personality traits are like, I guess the edginess and shy is based off like my younger self. I'm still edgy, and it's kind of fruity thing. I just kind of threw it in there because why
All right.
not? Gotta add another dimension. But in high school, I did listen to a lot of Green Day.
I listened to a lot of Linkin Park.
Okay. Yeah. And then I guess the backstory, nothing really like influenced it. Like I never yeah, I got bullied in high school, but like or middle school or whatever, but I don't think anything influenced it other than like me reading other like shitty Wattpads and drawing inspiration from there. But yeah, I guess yeah, that's about it, inspiration wise. And then I guess with the friends in common thing, that's just a culmination of just like me just meeting people and they were like, hey yo, we vibe type of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just we like people that I met that I have like similar that we share similar experiences. But yeah, that's my the inspiration of my character.
I was
My
hoping
girlfriend's
you would
name.
do like a squirrel to match your squirrel costume.
It was a mongoose.
A mongoose, okay.
Actually, I don't know what it was. I think it was a squirrel, but the reason I wore that costume was because I was acting as a mongoose for my apes project.
Wait, you wore that to school?
No. I just wore it like as a for a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, you got like balls of steel if you walked into school like
Yeah.
that.
My friend wore it to school though, because it was his. He wore it to school because they're playing lacrosse in it. No, because in that project we're supposed to like talk about invasive species. So I wore that and was like pretending to be an invasive species. So I went into my house and there's a rice cooker, of course.
Oh
So
yeah, I
I
remember.
just took I just took a bowl of rice, started eating it to mimic invasive species eating food that you would eat.
I start
And then my friend,
dominance.
yeah. But that was the video. Unfortunately, it's lost because it was my friend's old laptop and got rid of it. So
So sad.
you'll never see the video
Unless
unless we find it. But I don't think it was uploaded to YouTube or anything.
I guess it kind of build more on my persona is I guess okay so his name's Danny Malloy and pretty much what I did was I looked up the Ocean's 11's cast and legit just pick like a random first name and a random last name that I felt like would fit his look. So he looks like
Mhm.
looks like a Danny, and then Malloy I just chose Malloy just because I like the sound. I was originally gonna name him like Gregory Yurkovich.
That name
I
sounds familiar though.
it sounds familiar, right? I don't know where I've heard it before, but it sounds familiar. It's probably like Call of Duty or something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess since he's kind of like a shady guy who likes money, who grew up in a not so nice neighborhood. I guess he kind of be like a thief. He do like a bunch of heists, like Ocean 11, and then
Mhm.
yeah, that's honestly about it. He probably be like he pull off like that Joker scene in the Batman movie where Joker like double crosses everyone in the end and just takes the money for himself.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I have. We're talking about. What are you talking about? Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, the second one.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Dark Knights.
Oh
Which
shoot,
which is a shame actually.
those are actually pretty good
Um,
movies. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah. I know. I heard they're extremely good movies. I haven't watched any of them yet.
But yeah, if you know the scene I'm talking about, if you don't search up Dark Knight Joker bank rob scene, this is what Danny Malloy would do. He'd just be kind of like scum, but like also kind of funny, but also really smart. But just he likes to mess around.
So real question though,
All
to
right.
determine what type of king he is. How tall is your persona?
He's short, bro.
Okay, he's a short king.
He's a short king. I don't know. For some reason, when you said regular show, I just think of like oh, he was a raccoon in the regular show, right?
Yeah, yeah, the short dude.
Yeah, the short
Yeah,
dude.
not Mordecai.
Yeah, dude, I was about to call him Morty. I'm like, no, that's Rick and Morty. But it's like he's a raccoon. Raccoons are kind of small in general, but then it's also kind of it's just kind of like reflecting me. Then we short kings out here. So I'm gonna say he's 5'5", just so I can feel better about being 5'6".
You know, I think if I were to redo that, I'd probably make a monkey.
I was actually thinking about
Uh,
monkey for the longest time, just because we always make the joke that we're just a bunch of monkeys.
okay, so I'm gonna make my guy 5'10" because I wish I was 5'10".
Okay, I respect that. I respect that.
We 5'5" kings out here. I don't.
I'm not sure we
I
talked
don't
about this on the
even.
podcast before, but honestly, I don't need to be like 6 foot or whatever. I think 5'9" is a good number. I'm not asking for much here. I'm 5'6" already. Just give me the 3 inches. Let me grow to 5'9". I'm not asking for 6 foot. Not asking for 5'10". Not 5'9.5". Just 5'9". That's all I want. Please, life. Just
You know,
give me a break.
I agree. I wish I was. Yeah, like 3 inches, please. But actually, I don't think I'm actually 5'6".
You think you're a bit taller than 5'6"?
I think I'm shorter than 5'6".
Well,
Cause like I measured myself because my girlfriend, she's 5'6.5".
oh, I thought she was 5'7".
I thought so too, but she's 5'6.5", and when I stand next to her, it's pretty obvious the height difference. Like we're both not wearing shoes, so I'm pretty sure I'm 5'5".
Bro.
So we might be shorter than we think, Chris.
No, don't do this to me. No, 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 no.
No, but you know, in our heart we round up, so we're 5'6". Our personality is 6 foot though.
Okay, speaking about personality and height though, our friend Leon, I think
Mhm.
we always talk about this, but everyone always thinks she's taller than she actually is.
But yeah, for sure.
And we think it's due to her personality. Like she's got a big personality, but she's only like not 5'6".
Yeah, because for some reason, like I always thought she was the same height as me,
Yeah, exactly.
which is like it's like what 5'3".
Something like that.
Basically the same height because short, but
So listen, if you take anything from today's podcast is personality can make up for height.
all kings are kings. Yeah, at work actually, anytime we see one of each other, we say, "What's up, king?"
What's up, kid?
We
Dude,
put that
I
in.
actually love that you do that.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's how it's our morning ritual when we all come into work.
What's up, my king?
Yeah.
Dude, what a loving work environment.
Yeah, no, honestly, I like all my coworkers. They're all great. Love them all. I flirt with all of them.
Oh, you know what kind of makes me mad though? The fact that I made a fursona before I ever made like a D&D character. I get pressed like why why did I
No,
do something I don't enjoy before even trying something I would have enjoyed?
yeah,
Although I feel
I
like this is kind of a similar process and the fact of like trying to come up with like a backstory, naming it whatever, with
mhm.
just a little bit less steps than like D&D because you have like a stat sheet, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to like, oh, if you want, you can draw. My last character I made, I think, was a gay elf nature. He was a ranger, but he didn't know how to use a bow. And then he was like a two sword type of ranger. Yeah, so to play on the fact that he didn't know how to use a bow, we're in an engagement and like I rolled a fucking one, like critical miss. And then the DM was like, okay, because this is your backstory and you're just bad at using a bow, you draw the bow and the bow breaks. I'm like, okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the last character I made, and that was oh geez, that was like in eighth or ninth grade.
I really like the trope of like you being like a certain like job, but you're just bad at that job.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
mages that stand in the front line and wear armor. I think that's hilarious.
A mage that's yeah. I like anti tropes, I
Yeah,
guess.
anti tropes.
Yeah, like I'm a big fan of battle mages that don't really use magic, but like use enough magic to make them tankier, but not like in the sense that like they're casting shit. They're just like I'm built like a Dorito.
It's like take my magic punch. That was just a punch. That's what makes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
magic.
Making characters is kind of fun. I like it. This furry thing was a little bit of on the deep end for me.
Yeah, I definitely jumped off the deep end. Starting with like making a persona, but the creative aspect is just in general of making like an original character is really interesting and actually pretty enjoyable. Honestly, I make it sound like making a persona was actually painful for me, but honestly, there's actually nothing wrong, right? There's nothing wrong with being a furry. Unless you're just like one of those like crappy like outspoken furries, you know, there's always like a whole stigma like it's always like the loud minority that always get the most attention.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure a lot of the furries out there are super nice, have nice personas, and no trash, no I don't even know what word I'm trying to say. No slack smack on them.
Yeah, actually, one of my I guess a close internet friend of mine uh is a furry. Actually,
Wait, what?
a close internet friend of mine is a
Oh,
furry.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We used to play like StarCraft together and stuff.
Oh, damn, that's way
Um,
back then.
yeah, yeah. Like this is high school. He's the one that actually taught me how to play. Like
Oh,
he's he
dude, that he taught you how to play StarCraft?
yeah, yeah. He taught me he taught me like how like build orders work and everything, and like he was the one that like got me from like bronze to plat, and then from there like I just that was when we like yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, yeah. No, he was cool. No, honestly, the cringiest part of making a fursona for me was like cause I use a name generator at first, and I was like, oh my god, all these names are awful. And that was like the cringiest part of making a furry or a fursona.
I guess what got me is that furries are, I guess they're attracted to anthropomorphic. I can't English.
I don't think people that are like, or I guess like a good amount of people that are into it aren't really attracted to the anthropomorphic thing. They just like having that character that's like some self-representation of them.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh,
I guess that makes more sense. But the thing that got me about making a persona was like I don't see how like I guess I just never see myself just thinking, oh, I'm gonna be like half raccoon, half human.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm like I just want to be like a normal person. Like if anything, maybe a superhero like superpowers, but that's like
I'll be Iron Man, bro.
that even yeah basically. But like I don't think I would ever think myself like half animal, half human.
Yeah. I don't think that thought has ever occurred to me in my life. Like, yeah, as a kid I pretended I was Spider-Man, but
Okay, I will admit though, I think half dragon, half human is pretty cool though. Not gonna lie.
okay, but that's like I think it's cool in the sense that like in fantasy like dragonkin
Yeah, 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 yeah.
when they're like oh yeah I'm a fucking breathe fire and then but like I'm a totally normal human being. I think that's cool. But also I think a lot of that has to do with like I don't know if you remember the old Disney show but like Jake Long like
Oh, Jake Long, bro,
yeah
that was a good show.
yeah yeah. I mean he's half he couldn't dragon he turned into a dragon, right?
He just transforms into a dragon. I remember for the longest time, he was kind of drawn like a Western dragon, and then like all
Mhm.
of a sudden they changed him to like an Eastern dragon, where he's like
Is
less like
he
less chest and just more like skinny and wavy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what was up with that, but they changed him like halfway through the show or something. Yo, do you remember Danny Phantom?
Oh, bro, I love Danny Phantom.
Did you ever watch the Danny Phantom movie?
Probably.
Yeah, so like when the first show first starts, his suit is just black. It doesn't have like the white D on it.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah.
but after the movie and all the TV episodes after the movie show his suit with the D on it, I was like, yo, the continuation like blew my mind.
I think everyone, a lot of the girls that I know had a crush on Danny.
Like if I'm being honest, I probably thought he was pretty hot too back then.
No, I definitely thought he was hot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I definitely thought
Dude, the white hair gets me, man.
it like I guess it's like the same energy of like you looking at BTS and yeah, they're
Yeah, they're hot. I'm not even gonna deny that they're hot.
yeah, yeah.
I like sauce off their abs. Wait, who said that?
Oh, okay.
My bad, my bad. I'll choto mate. I'll chill in the corner.
Try to a minute.
Choto a minute.
Let me pull up my my was
The
that
chat card.
yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Dude, I love that card.
Oh yeah, was there any inspiration that you took for your persona, or was it just like a total?
So I do dislike working hard. I do like the mentality of work smarter, not harder. I am pretty lazy, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But also, okay, this is gonna sound like such a humble flex. Not even humble. This sounds gonna sound like so narcissistic, but it's like I do think I'm smart, but I also like to downplay and make people think I'm a little bit dumber than I actually am.
Okay.
It's so troll that way. I just like it. I also okay, so I love the trope where it's like you have overpowered characters that kind of like hide their strength.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So when like
yeah.
when like the villain comes up and they're like, oh haha, like I'm gonna pound you to the ground. The main character's like, oh psych, I'm like actually 10 times stronger than you, and then like ground pound you instead.
Yeah, like I think my favorite thing when I watch Gintama a lot, the main character Gintoki, he's really fucking dumb, but and he like always runs away from stuff,
There are
but
like
like
moments
there's
where he's like becomes like total
yeah
badass, right? I love that
yeah
trope.
yeah yeah. No, I'm a big fan. It's so good.
So
'Cause
I
I
guess
like
that's not really me, but I aspire to be more like that, I guess.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it was like I guess in terms of like intelligence, like I downplay it, but also at the same time I actually think I'm
Oh yeah, yeah, don't get me wrong. There are times where I actually
yeah,
know, like, oh, I'm just completely dumb.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what the times where I can be smart, I also just like to act dumb too.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like there's a few moments in life though when like you get something, you just feel super big brain. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, 200 IQ. That's me. And
Mm.
then as soon as you get 200 IQ, you go to negative 200 IQ because it's got to be perfectly balanced as all things should be.
No, that's what happened at work, dude. I was trying to figure something out. I was like, oh man, this solution's totally gonna work, bro. And I tried it, and I was like, it didn't work out. Like, okay, back to being negative 200 IQ.
Actually, I think that explains my life really well. That everything is balanced as it should be. Because like for every 200 IQ play I have like a negative 200 IQ moment. It's the universe telling me humble yourself, bitch. I guess my persona is I kind of like base it half on me, but then the other half is kind of like me how I wished I was. Minus
Mhm.
the I'll do anything to lie, cheat, or whatever to get ahead of people. That's just nasty. I would never do that.
So you're basically saying you're a business student. No shade thrown, but
He didn't even subtweet. That was a full on at tweet.
oh, I didn't say anything.
I will lie though. I do lie a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But like it's white lies. I do white
I
lies.
I I do white lies to my parents because they're Asian, and
Kind of relatable. It's like
growing up, if you wanted to go somewhere with your friends, you had to lie a little bit.
sometimes you lie about which friends you're hanging out with.
Yes, sir.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm hanging out with Kyle, the valedictorian of my class. We're gonna study at the cafe.
At first, for a while, I did that with Edward. I was like, it's like, oh, like who can hang out? Like, oh, I hang out with Michael. It's actually Edward.
Yeah. Sometimes instead of trying to explain something really complicated, I'll just tell them something like, "Oh yeah, it's this and that." It's like nothing to worry about.
Like my grades are shit. High school's like, oh no, don't worry.
Don't,
This
don't worry,
is
don't worry. This
fine.
this is like above average for the class,
Yeah. I'll like tell them like, oh no, the average is really low. It's like me, it's like lowest grade.
dude. I love that meme where it's like, it's like you take a test and the person's like, only three people failed their test, or like only one person failed their test, and you're like, how? Who's an idiot who failed their test?
I feel like that's probably been me.
I've been fortunate enough to not be in a position where I failed the test, and if I did fail a test, I wasn't the lowest grade.
Wait, have you ever failed a test before?
Only I didn't fail a test until I got to college.
Okay.
That's why my first semester in college was super stressful because like
Yeah,
I was failing chem. I was like, bro, if I'm failing chem already, how am I ever gonna get into med school?
yeah. No, Chem is
So
hard, dude.
so that's like a big reason why I was like this close to switching to business until my parents lied to me and convinced me to stay as meds.
When they lie to you.
No, I don't know. I just made that up, but they heavily persuaded. Let's put it that way.
Was it with a smack?
I can neither confirm nor deny any such statements. So yeah, would I ever make a persona again? Probably not. Was it enjoyable? Meh. 5 out of 10. Not bad, not good.
I don't think I'd go out of my way to make a persona again, but if I had to, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, if I did it for memes again, like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
someone to do like a Fursona like D&D campaign, I totally would do it again.
Yeah. So if we wanted to make a D&D campaign but use persona as characters, I totally would.
But like to have like an actual Fursona like a furry would, I probably wouldn't go through the trouble.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I think if I were to remake a persona, I'd probably make it more troll.
Yeah, I think mine's kind of troll already.
Yeah, mine was too. I feel like mine hits too close to home for some people. So I'm like, hey, I wanna should make a troll character.
Oh, you know what? My persona, he gives me the same energy as that one derpy smiley face messenger used to have.
Oh yeah. God, dude.
Dude, that's the same.
Remember that.
I get the same energy from those two. I'll throw it up on here just for reference. But Messenger used to have this derpy smiley face that I used to love like so much. As like I loved it as my own child, but it changed it. Now we have regular smiley emojis, and it's not the same, and I hate it.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of lame because like whenever I do a smiley face and it auto does it, I'm like, oh, dude, this isn't
This
it's
ain't
not
it.
good, man. It's not good. Why change something that ain't broke, dude?
It was so derpy, and it's like you could use it as a sarcastic smiley, and it fit a lot of.
Yeah.
You could use it as a normal smiley for being happy. You could use it sarcastically for like the this is fine, but nothing is fine.
Yeah, I feel like that got replaced by the upside down smiley face now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but having a one size fits all was better.
because
Everyone
I'm
likes
lazy like
utility.
that. I don't want to look for two different smileys. I want a universal smiley that I can use for everything.
Damn, I kind of wish I drew it. It would have looked bad. You know, honestly, like if I spent like a week drawing it, I probably would have come been able to like hand draw something pretty decent.
Like using a tablet or like paper
No, like
pen.
I paper pen.
Okay, okay.
I would have to have heavily based it off of something else though, because I've been drawing it a long time.
Yeah, like my proportions are all messed up.
They don't need to worry about proportions. You know what's crazy is like I always forget like our students they have a pretty good understanding of like human anatomy because
Yeah, it's like
they take anatomy classes.
okay, going back to like VTubers, this one
Yeah,
VTuber I watch a lot, and like she's really good at drawing. She was like explaining like just how to like draw like proportions and like human anatomy. I was just like befuddled. Like her
yeah.
understanding of like how to like draw shapes and make it look human was like I severely underestimated like how art was like before actually like once you start learning how to like draw art, you actually start to understand and appreciate like how hard people work on these pieces and like how much time and work actually goes into making these things. And it's like actually insane.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like when I was trying a lot, proportions like doing like anatomy stuff was like really fucking hard for me. And then like to be able to see someone just like just whip it up real quick, it's like oh yeah, just just draw these guidelines real quick and it's right there. I'm like, fuck,
Like I mean,
I
look
was
at
like,
my first son. His hands, his fingers, they're fucked up. They don't look right.
dude, don't make fun of your persona's fingies, dude.
Bro, he is me. I'll make fun of myself as much as I want.
Yeah, his hands do like be like half the same. Oh wait, no, my fingers are like size my face. Yeah, remember when remember like other schools like
When your hands bigger than your face, you have cancer. Honestly, when I was trying to draw his finger guns, I like held my hand and I was like trying to grab my mouse and like draw it like that. I was
oh
like,
yeah.
okay, it's like this. So it's like let me try to draw it like this. It was like super scuffed on how I drew this thing.
Yeah, it's furry is hard, man. It's underappreciated, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy to have some
Now when
hands
I'm
on
browsing
these
like
people.
my many subreddits, if I ever see like fan art, I'm like a lot more appreciative like how good this actually looks.
Okay, there's some fan art though when you see it, it makes you kind of laugh. Like it's like if I were to draw fan art, it's like well, like, E for effort, but I'll still thumbs up it because it made me laugh. Yeah, it's like the same energy as like when you have like a kid and they show you drawing, you're like, wow, it's so good, and it's like it's not.
I think I mentioned this before. I think with Tommy on the podcast, but I do want to get into digital art anytime
It's
soon. I
hard.
don't know, probably not. That stuff's expensive. Even like entry level beginner stuff, like bare minimum, it's like still like what 50 to $100 just to get started.
Yeah, it's. I think out of all the things I pursued, art was one of the most frustrating, and I'm glad I kind of. 'Cause I remember in middle school, I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll just go to art school or something." I'm glad I'm doing computer stuff. But yeah, I think in terms of like frustration, it's up there because I was like getting used to like coordinating your if you don't have like a tablet that you like draw directly on.
Oh yeah, like trying to like draw on like a one of those like other the tablets without the screens, like and while looking at your
Yeah,
screen, it probably looks probably like a really weird
yeah.
feeling, huh?
It took me it took me a while to get used to it. But what I did to get used to it was that I used my tablet to browse like the internet and stuff.
I'll just use
So
it
like
every day.
just scroll. That's how I got used to it. But yeah, drawing from that, it was very hard to like get that to that.
Yeah, like I actually looked up like some of like the high end equipment, like those tablets with the screens on them.
Yo, Cintiq
Yo,
tablet is
Cintiq,
expensive.
dude, that's like
Yeah,
$1,200 at
yeah.
least. I'm
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
bro, the fact that people can buy like that kind of equipment. Okay, you know what? Scratch that. I mean, if you look at the example of like YouTubers and like filmers, like cinema people or
Mhm.
like camera people, even photography, right? They spend thousands of dollars on their equipment and they still make a living out of that stuff. I am
Yeah.
befuddled.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like even then, it's just like it's an investment that you have to like make if you're doing it professionally.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember when I saw the tea tablet, I was like, oh my god, I want this so much, but not good at art. So
That's the thing with like a lot of the hobbies I want to get into is like when I get into a hobby, I'm like, oh, I want to get like all the like high end top tier equipment because like that's what pros use. But then it's also like one, yo, dumbass, you don't got the money for that. Two, how long are you want to stick with this? So this is like what I've come to realize as I gotten older is that I don't need all this fancy stuff to start a hobby because chances are this hobby might not even stick. So if I spend all this money on a bunch of
yeah,
fancy equipment I'm not even gonna use, then rip wallet.
I kind of felt that about when I got into yo-yoing for a while. I was like looking at these like expensive yo-yos, but then I was like, oh yeah, so like I bought like a $40 yo-yo, which is like those are like a really good one.
Yeah.
But there's ones that are like way more expensive. But yeah, I saved like I didn't spend that much money on that hobby, and then I've been wanting to get back into it actually.
I bought my current mic, and like webcam to make this podcast, and then I guess stream. And fortunately, I'm still doing it today. So money well spent, if you ask me, so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think a webcam was always like a good investment, kind of. Well, especially now
Yeah,
with the
especially
pandemic.
if you're working from home instead of having to
Yeah,
use your jank laptop camera, having like a dedicated like nice webcam is actually really helpful. Before actually having a nice microphone, I've severely underestimated like how good audio sounds. And like once you go back to like basic like microphones, you realize like, yo, this audio is shit. I can't believe people actually listened to me before this.
yeah. I just realized I had my mic in front of me this entire time, but then for all of you watching, I don't have my mic wires with me, so the mic, that thing was totally fake. I'm talking through my webcam right now.
But your webcam audio honestly isn't half bad.
Yeah, because it's a C920.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's
Logitech makes some nice stuff. I'm not even gonna lie.
shout out to Logitech for this mouse.
Yeah,
The
I also have a
G900 is
Logitech
really
gaming
good.
mouse.
Yeah, they make really good mice. I'm a big fan of the mice. Not a big fan of the keyboards though.
Although I will say my first Logitech gaming mice, the G502, I used it for about a year before the mouse switch inside started
Mhm.
getting really buggy. So every time I click, it was like a double click, so it got really
Yeah,
annoying. I was like, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna buy a new mouse. And so far, this new mouse I've been using for it hasn't been a year yet, but like I'm loving this mouse. It's like their wireless technology is on another level.
yeah. No, I'm a big fan. But I guess speaking of buggy, that's what happened to my G502 also. Like when I was playing like COD, like Modern Warfare when it
Yo,
came out,
same. Dude,
like it
I
was
think
like
my mouse broke because I played so much COD.
yeah, like when I right click, it would like zoom in and out. It was like double clicking the aim. I was like, what the fuck is this happening? I'm getting it's scuffing all my plays because like it keeps doing this weird bullshit.
Yeah, except mine was the left click. So every time I wanted to shoot, it would shoot like for a short burst and then stop. No, keep on shooting. You're gonna kill me.
I'll just play COD.
Yeah, I also read that the G502 is like really prone to like buggy switches.
Yeah, 'cause I think they use cheap switches.
The brand they use is supposed to be top tier, but instead of Japan making it now, I think China makes it now. So yeah, that's our random technology issue tangent of the day, I guess. I guess we can start wrapping it up. It's a little bit short podcast this week, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we're just making it for Fursona. I don't know. It was kind of fun for me.
It was fun. Enjoyable. Yeah. I changed my rating, the whole experience, to 6 out of 10. A little better than meh. I had some fun.
I'll give it a 6 or 7. Man, everyone's watching this is thinking I'm closeted now. Feels good, man.
Hey bro, the more you deny, the more true it is.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was episode 16 of Peanut Brain. Thank you to everyone who came by to watch. So that's Peanut Brain. I'm Chris.
I'm Alex.
Bye.